Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Truesight TV. I'm SP Revolution 5 and I'm calling Rupture up right about now. We've got Isurus up against CNB Esports Club for the JDL League number 5, season number 5. And it's going to be a good one here, folks. Best of two-game series, whatever you want to call it. Rupture, how's it going, man?
I'm just doing okay, man. Just doing okay right here. How's it going for all my friends all over the place? How you doing? How's it going, bros? I hope it's a really good night for you guys. I'm a little bit rustled, but hey, whatever, man. Politics, I guess. It's just the name of the game. Anyway, steering away from that, yeah, we trying to cast these two teams, going back a little bit into our roots. Last time these two teams faced off and we were cast, and it was a hell of a match, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was, gosh, what was it? Battle of America?
It was the Pew Pew game.
The Pew Pew game.
The Tinker game.
Oh yeah, back when CNB was Pew Pew.
Yep.
And they've traded out a couple members since then, so they're not as much what they were, but still, it's kind of a friendly rivalry between these two teams. They've both liked to see the other succeed, but either way, they'd be happy. And Lion is going to be picked up first for CNB. They ban out the Lycan and the Juggernaut since Isurus first banned Axe, and they banned out Troll. The Axe ban kind of says, hey, we might want to pick up Lycan. So, a little different than the other series I've casted today with
Dragondrop?
Yeah, with Dragondrop, where Wisp was more the focus. That'll be banned out now by CNB as they pick up the Batrider. But Batrider, Sniper, Zeus, Windrunner even were the focuses of that series. But, well, now that I say it, of course, the Caster's Curse kicks in. And, yeah, they're all being banned out now.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, casters usually is like, oh yeah, it's gonna go this way, and then the players just do their earnest to try to contradict themselves. So, I mean, it's always quite a treat, you could say. I mean, it's a little bit of a battle that we get between players and casters in that regard. But whose playstyle do you feel it's doing better recently on the side of both teams?
Well, we've seen CNB do very well lately. Isurus, not quite as much. They won one game against, who was it last week?
Isurus?
Yeah.
Or CNB?
It wasn't Team Pineapple. Was it Megalodon? No.
Let me double check for you.
Sad Void. That's who it was.
Oh, Sad Void.
Yeah. And they won the first game very convincingly with DDX Storm and everything. On the second game, though, it did not work out so well, and the Night Stalker managed to pull it out. If you want to take a look at those games, of course, you can find them on our YouTube, which has been quite active with activity lately. We've actually got, like, 10 subscribers in the... Yes, okay. Got it, yeah. But we've actually had, like, 10 new subscribers over the past day, which has been huge. And I really... urge you guys to go check it out, because if you're ever wanting to watch a good game, we've got it on there, I bet. At least from the past couple weeks, and it'll be growing and growing as it moves on. Anyways, Clockwork and Shadow Fiend coming up now for Isurus. Do we finally get to see DDX play Shadow Fiend?
I fear it's gonna be a reality. Also, something worth noting as well, it was the fact that, sorry. That also Isurus manages to get a tie with THD, which is no small feat. Yes, THD is not doing as hot as they used to, but they're still pretty solid. So, you know, take a little bit with a little bit as a face value as well. And at the same time, let's see. I'm actually checking here the results from both teams a little bit. Let's see. Well, they haven't done so hot compared to the versus other Brazilian teams on the side of CNB, losing to THD and INTS 2-0, so I guess that's not running as hot. So CNB, they need to pick it up a little bit more, and which is odd to say because they're facing Isurus, which normally, if you're a little bit knowing into the scene, you would say, oh, CNB has the upper hand on here. Not really, but hey. Anyway, looking into Knight. That's a really smart band right there with the Templar Assassin actually, which again already having the Shadow Fiend is kind of like it's kind of moot.
But you definitely don't want to play in that matchup.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, imagine a Shadow Fiend plus Templar Assassin. That would be just disgusting. So they're opting not to do that, which I mean I don't blame them. Especially like DDX and Fullback are both really solid players, and you know Templar Assassin just plays to their strengths. Kind of surprised that Isurus actually banned the Storm Spirit, to be completely honest. But at the same time, CNB is they're no slouches. I mean they do have the Bad Rider for Jublu. And I mean, it's just a good old solid, classic and solid Brazilian squad in all purposes of the word. So let's see.
Sand King ban though from CNB, so they're wanting to get rid of a little more of that team fight. They're going ahead and saying Bristleback, Clockwork, Shadow Fiend. Of course, those are your cores. They're a little afraid of the greedy support, though, which usually you don't have to be afraid of with a Queen of Pain, especially one that, Queen of Pain being a hero that does well against Envious heroes if she knows where they last were. Specifically Sand King for that, but...
do you see a Mirana on the side of CNB?
Honestly, I think if they pick Mirana here, they don't have enough damage to do much of anything.
Okay, what would be the other kind of hero that would work like that? Because Shadow Fiend would be amazing with the CNB lineup. You know, disruption into a couple of races and with Soul Catch, you're pretty much set.
But see, they picked the Shadow Demon just to counter Clockwork, and so that Isurus can't pick up the Shadow Demon against Batrider, because they can then protect whoever's in Cogs with the disruption. So
no, I was thinking about CNB picking the Shadow Fiend if they had that option.
If they had that option, yeah, maybe, but...
Yeah, they don't, but I mean, that would have been kind of cool. But what hero would you line up onto that regard? Oh, nice, Earthshaker.
Yeah, I really like this. It's another one of those somewhat greedy supports that CNB may not be able to deal with very well. They need a damage dealer right now. They need anything that's going to pump out physical damage. Medusa's already banned. Anti-Mage is actually a possibility. Sniper's a bit of a possibility, although Sniper's not very well protected in this lineup, and there's a lot of distance closers, and Sniper's banned. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I missed that totally.
We both did, so no big deal.
Spectre? Maybe?
Spectre's a possibility. Morphling works, though. I really like Morphling here. A hero that can go from tanky to glass cannon, if needed.
And it's very mobile.
Very mobile and very effective.
I mean, LMO, you manage to get a blink on him, and also in the Shadow Demon, you're pretty much set with movement. Or hell, even the Shadow Demon just rushing a 4-step. Bad Rider is a blink dagger builder anyway, and Queen of Pain, well, duh, is Queen of Pain. So also something Blaptu was asking is like, is Papita playing? No, they actually pulled out RJ Mad, which is from Ship 7, if I'm correct. It's a team from Uruguay. If I'm completely accurate, I'm not totally sure, but yeah, he's gonna be playing instead of Papita, because I don't know what happened to the Potato Man, but I guess he cannot, play because I don't know, he's busy or something. But yeah, so Isurus is playing with 4 main, with a almost full roster except from their offlaner. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, let's see. So many people's.
I'm back.
Okay.
You didn't know I was gone, did you?
It felt like that.
Okay.
Like, he was downloading TeamSpeak. Are you serious, man?
He is downloading TeamSpeak. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was just grabbing myself a beverage of the adult variety.
Oh, run up. What you having?
It's a Smirnoff screwdriver, but it's not like I didn't make it myself. It's in a bottle.
Oh.
They're actually pretty good for the lazy drinker. It's just like, oh hey, they're already made.
I tend to use
That was fast.
I tend to do that on the with the Cuba Libres, pretty much the rum and cola kind of situation.
Yeah.
It's like I think that there's like a little can that is with JMB liquor with some cola on that. It tastes alright. I mean, is the fact that it's so you don't have to do any work for it, so I guess that's a value on it.
But don't worry, I'm not casting drunk or anything, guys. It's just one slight drink, which isn't even that strong.
20 minutes in, Revo's like, what's up with the skulls, man?
Yeah.
Starts slowing those words, man.
Well, you remember that one cast, right? With the what was it? The NEL game we did, where I thought I could pour myself something, and I just put a bit of vodka in my root beer. And I put way too much vodka in the root beer, but I didn't know it, because, you know, I'm new at this thing. Halfway through the game, I just went, whoa. Rupture, I'm feeling it now. And I don't remember the whole rest of that game. I'm scared to go back and look at the VOD or anything.
I was just shooting the shit, man. I was just shooting the shit.
And it was relatively casual, but it was a pretty good game nonetheless.
Yeah. Anyway, let's run up through the lineups in the meantime.
As someone downloads TeamSpeak.
Yeah, as someone, Blue, is doing his TeamSpeak duties because he just formatted his PC. Let's go with the CNB squad, by the way. So, the man of the hour, or the man that is delaying the hour, Blue with the Bat Rider, Klutz is gonna be with the Morphling, probably mid, or...
I'd say safe lane.
Yeah,
I'd want to put Queen of Pain mid over Morphlink. And, again, these... Well, Klotz and whoever else has been on the team in the past, they've switched off mid a lot. I forget who they usually have in this slot. Let me see. Back it up.
Well, we have Alan also with the Lion, and Ned with the Shadow Demon. So, that's pretty much CM4, yeah. What do we have on Isurus?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't quite figure out what the name of the player normally is, but on Isurus, we've got fullback on the Earthshaker, Nadara on your Witch Doctor, Dulcimania on the Clockwork, RJ Mad will be on the Bristleback, and DDX will be on the Shadow Fiend. I'm excited to see his Shadow Fiend because it's either going to be really good or, well, it might not.
A Shadow Fiend. It's going to be a Revo Shadow Fiend then?
A Revo Shadow Fiend? Hey.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty good. I cannot imagine that, actually. It's pretty good, to be honest.
I do have a bit of a funny anecdote about Jubilee while we're waiting on him. Me and Reinessa were in one of these games once, and he used to go by Toyman, and once I figured out that it was him, I wanted to speak to him, but he doesn't speak English, like, at all. And so, the poor guy, he tried to use Google Translate to talk to me, and I was like, hey man, I really like your play. And what I got back was, the book is on the table. And I was just yeah, okay, good. The book is on the, great. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
Like doing like some next level responses with that. It's like
yes, we got the
kind of level, you know.
The sandwich is in the basket. I repeat, the sandwich is in the basket.
I was thinking more about Jaden Smith, kind of philosophical mumbo jumbo. You know, I was like, what if dreams aren't real, but person is real, or some shit like that. You know, then it's like the book is on the table. Yeah, the book references the strategy.
Yeah,
the table is, well, I don't know.
It's so next level.
Lulu and Lou Reed and Metallica just I am the table, like literally. Oh my god, 2 minutes left, the link is having trouble. Oh, Jesus Christ. Brazilian Dota, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Brazilian internet, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm out like that.
Aye.
Oh god.
And of course, casting South American Dota reminds me that I need to write a paper for my South American history class, but yeah, not really.
Just pick Simon Bolivar and, I don't know, get one of those anecdotes rolling or some shit like that. Or if I think most of you gringos are gonna run to this, check out the story. Pretty much, that's like Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah. Anyways, just a friendly reminder, if you're going to play a game and your team wants to use TeamSpeak, download TeamSpeak.
Seriously.
I mean, like at this point, you can't even say, well, of course you can't because no wards have been placed, but you can't say, oh, they're so stream sniping. They're stream sniping so hard right now, guys. They're watching the stream. Everybody wave because there they are. They can see us right now in the chat. But like, at this point, it's just, okay, seriously, he must have... Either that happened or he's, like, out of the country. Had his mom start up his computer for him.
It's like, if they're stream sniping and watching the stream, it's like, well, say hello to everyone and we will say hey back. Because, I mean...
There's no issue. Just turn it off once we unpause and we'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Or hell, I mean, it's like, well, hope you're enjoying the stream. And just us blabbering around.
Yeah.
You know, just throwing random shit out the window, man. It was like, well, who do you think is gonna win into a drinking contest between Earthshaker and Morphling?
Well, I mean... Okay, let's put it this way. If we're gonna get on this subject, let's go ahead and talk about it. Morphling here, he's made of water. Okay, so all the alcohol in his system would be watered down.
But wouldn't that mean that the alcohol is actually gonna hit him stronger? Because it's all over him?
It's all over him. He's basically bathed in alcohol at that point.
Yeah, he will be highly flammable, and I think most of it will go through his brain already. If he has a brain, I don't even know.
Morphling's too dumb, doesn't even have brain.
Liquid brains. Or, yeah. I don't know, man, it's like, who's gonna win in a stare-down between Shadow Demon and, I don't know, fucking Witch Doctor?
Witch Doctor support my win. Actually, Witch Doctor in this cosmetic set, he could win the staring contest because he's wearing a mask. There's no proof that he's even blinked once under there.
Yeah, I should have thought that through a little bit more.
He's practically cheating,
like, he's
but
cheating. Damn it.
It's like if I have a Skype webcam staring contest with you, I can just, like, put up a picture of myself. Or a GIF on a loop. So it looks like I'm breathing.
Anyway, it seems like we're back on track here.
Oh, apparently the book is on the table is from a commercial from English classes, so...
Oh.
Okay, that story loses a bit of its... You know... I don't want to say cuteness, but you know what I mean, right? Like...
Oh, I thought it was the boots on the table.
So
like,
okay.
Yeah, that's why I was a little bit puzzled.
Anyways...
Oh, that makes so much sense now. I thought it... Oh, man, that's all on me, because I should have picked up on that. But I was like, dude, why
It's all good.
And then it's like, oh, yeah, it is actually book. What the hell am I talking about? Anyway... Seems like we're gonna have a 113 coming from CNB, and it's gonna be the same from Isurus as well. So trial and bottom is gonna be quite the Thunderdome there.
Yeah, RJ Mad will definitely get a lot out of this lane. He's a hero who's gonna do a lot in a tri lane anyway, against a tri lane. When you've got heroes there to reinforce you, the more the merrier, pretty much for Bristleback. More stacks of Quill Spray, more sticky napalm procs. I'm surprised though. It's almost like we forgot that there's runes. And there are indeed runes.
Like, oh yeah, there is runes, and actually the lion is gonna...
Uh-oh. Oh, Ned! Cheeky plays from him. He just disrupts Dolce and says, you're not even here, bro. How are you gonna pick up a rune? There's no way. Yeah, a great start for him. And it looked like they were gonna get both, but instead the Witch Doctor will get the bounty rune on bot lane. Bit of a block coming out from Earthshaker to pull their lane back a bit, which will help him out a lot, but DDX already about to get ganked on this mid lane. Owlmal just sitting here, he's got 52 base damage, and he's going to be just fine to trade hits with DDX in the early game. He actually has more base damage, and only one armor difference between them favoring the Shadow Fiend, but still.
Yeah. And even fullback is just gonna go and support him a little bit. kind of interesting because if my history about these teams is correct, Queen of Pain, even though she has the advantage on the lane versus DDX, it's gonna be a little bit tricky for him.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm kind of wondering how Jublu versus ArchaeaDota is gonna fare up. 7 stacks on Yandra, by the way. Or wait, am I counting this right? 7 stacks?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's when you just sit back and say, okay, we're good. Like, one right click and you're taking, what, 70 extra damage already.
Nice, man. I don't know why Jublu didn't
this. Mid lane Quap getting a little ballsy. Will at least get another dagger off on Shadowfiend. Sitting level 2 right now, because Alamal's sapping a bit of that XP. Shadowfiend sitting on the same, but he'll be able to get a little more out of the lane. He's having a little trouble last hitting, though. He's sitting on 1 soul. And to put this in perspective, Revo last hits better than this.
Wow. That is quite a hefty perspective.
In fact, he's going to go ahead and pick up a Magic Stick instead. Now, Magic Stick is going to be an invaluable item on either team with Lion, Queen of Pain, Batrider, and then Clockwork, Bristleback, Earthshaker. The spells are going to be cast all over the place on this map. Yeah. Meanwhile, Isurus securing 2 runes this time around. Nice blink away there from Quest. It wouldn't have killed her anyway, though. There's only 2 souls up on Shadowfiend. He doesn't even do 50 damage yet.
But when he does,
it'll be a bit of an issue. He's going to go ahead and Bottle Crow here, it looks like. Yeah.
Let's see.
Meanwhile, up top, Dolce playing a bit passively. And Klotz just moving up. Now, this is a signature Klotz hero. It's something I've usually mentioned, and I've forgotten to mention. And, of course, I'm going to miss First Blood. Mid lane, we got Queen of Pain taken down by DDX. And that's going to be a big turnaround for the team of Isurus this game. And meanwhile, Lion and Bristleback just managing to trade with one another on the top lane, bot lane. Where were they?
Bot lane.
Bot lane, okay.
Yeah, it was just a lot of stacks in trade of a crap ton of napalm. It seems like the Bristleback manages to get the kill first on LMO. But at the same time, he does die to the Batrider. Oh, in the meantime, in the mid lane, DDX is really dying to Quest as well. So, man, a lot of action on these lanes. Jesus Christ.
And speaking of action, Jublu getting jumped on bot. He's got 3 stacks of sticky viscous nasal goo. And now, another Quill Spray will help bring him down. Pardon his quills, but that's going to be a tough thing to do, as Bristleback's going to really be able to get in his face in this lane and really start to dominate.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happens with engagement on bottom last time, only that Jublu had way more stacks onto the Bristleback, so he was able to get the counter kill. This time, Bristleback takes the initiative, and pretty much Jublu is, well, SOL.
Yeah.
In the meantime...
DDX finds a regen.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh, that's really huge. I mean, Queen of Pain could use it a lot, but the fact that he's just able to get it for himself this early in the game is really going to help him out, especially since as long as he doesn't have a dagger on him, he can just sit back and let that heal him up. Now, there are 2 points in the dagger, so it's going to hurt a bit.
Yeah.
And it's going to slow it a bit more. Yeah, and meanwhile, up top, we have a bit of a possible engagement. Fullback is actually going to TP out, it looks like. And he'll go to the mid lane to try and help Shadowfiend out a little more. They need to kill this Quap. Again, I'd say.
Bottom lane, Jublu getting a Maledict and a lot of missile go onto him, but 5-6 stacks onto the Bristleback, and now it's Soul
7? That's a lot of damage. 8, actually, as Shattered even finishes him off. Nicely done. Now, Shadowfiend actually taking down Queen of Pain on the mid lane. Just what I said they needed to do. They use the Earthshaker to secure a kill, and that's going to help them out a ton right now.
It did force the TP from Ned as well, so I guess that the kill medal is a little bit more valuable towards Isurus just by the fact that it was just 2 heroes doing the whole job instead of like 4. Which also they even TP'd Klotz to bottom, which I don't really know why. But I guess that they were waiting for any follow-up coming from Isurus, but...
And Jublu has not had a great lane down here.
No, not really. I mean, he's doing fine-ish, but it's still... Oh, there goes the disruption and the Soul Catcher onto Niendra. Oh my god!
Beautifully placed waveform there from Klotz. Now, Ned will probably fall in return for it, but still, he's going to get moving very quickly, and getting a kill for your carry is a big deal early on in the game like this. That'll be a Magic Wand done for him, a bottle, and a Wraith Band. So Klotz getting quite a few items out of that one, and managing to possibly make a comeback here.
ArchaeaDota doing pretty well for a standing, to be honest. You know?
Yeah.
On and all, the only mistake he has made so far is just getting a lot of stacks onto himself on the first engagement, but that's about it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Ned seems to be the one who's gonna soak up the experience on top. And in the mid lane, Quest has a haze rune, but I don't think he really wants to engage onto this, especially if he notices Niedra is nearby. Also, kind of an odd sentry ward on bottom lane. I don't know what's up with that.
I think it was the D ward, possibly. If they had this protective ward that gets put right here a lot of the time to see who's coming to the lane.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
that in spectating, it doesn't seem like it's so useful, but it's a very good ward to have up. Just to protect your carry and say, hey, you can farm right up against the tower, nobody's going to jump you, and you're going to see them coming.
Wow. Kill on top lane, by the way, with the help of Jubilu and Ned as well, pulling up the first loss of the game, actually, and just ensuring the kill into the clockwork. It's really hard to pretty much get away from this. You know, this kind of initiation as a clockwork is like, well, what you do is like maybe play some cogs preemptively, but if you get disrupted first, it's like, well, there's really not much that you can actually do.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a quick earn for Ned, so he's gonna try to sit on the back lanes as much as he can and, well, not die. And that will help a lot for him. He's gonna actually try to stack. And Dulce is just gonna disrupt that. And, well, Alema, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Oh dear. Yeah, he'll be in a little deep here. Or, well, not in that deep. Just caught out by other people in too deep. And speaking of which, Quest gonna get hookshot up on now. Will be able to blink away in 7 seconds. Actually has an ult as well, but can't really stand up to the damage. If they can get a good cogs off here, they can kill him. And he does get the blink off, though. And that'll be treads complete for him as well. Taking a look at net worth, Shadowfiend actually sitting on the top, though. His treads, I honestly am going to go ahead and say I don't think you go for Yules here.
Nope.
I don't see the pick-off potential. You've got a Queen of Pain who's going to just, well, blink away. You've got a Shadow Demon who's going to, well, disrupt himself. Batrider can just lasso you. Lion can stun you. And Morphling can stun you.
Yeah, there is no reason to use either way. I mean, it's like there is no particular spell that you want to dodge with it either.
I mean, Shadow Strike, maybe. If you really could dodge Quap's ult with it, that's really cool and all, but it's going to be iffy.
Yeah,
the problem is, though, if you go Blink Dagger, Shadowfiend can't really use Blink this game because of Shadow Strike. It's this spell that for 15 seconds, you're not going anywhere Blink-wise. Every 3 seconds, you're taking damage. So as soon as you think it's going to come off cooldown, nope, can't do it.
I feel this is a mech game for DDX. If it goes
I could see that, yeah. And meanwhile, bot lane, RJ Mag getting jumped on mid lane. We did have a little aggression coming toward Queen of Pain. It's not going to be quite enough. They'll actually take down Bristleback on the bot lane, though. And it looks like he's going after Ned. Dolce trying to move in here. He actually gets replicated by the Morphling. Lion getting hit a little bit, but not quite enough damage. One more click will do the job. Shadow Demon makes the return kill. And they're actually looking to go after Nadara. But you need to get out of here, but it's already pretty much too late. Waveform forward and a few right clicks from Klotz will do the job.
That was really smart from Klotz, actually replicating the clockwork just to diminish some of the damage from Barrier Assault.
Yeah.
And buy a couple seconds for the Shadow Demon in order to make the trade worth it. Now RJ Mad just, ow man, that's a lot of damage right there.
Yeah. Now Klotz is one of those Morphlings who will go full agility. And he'll go it as early as he possibly can.
Yeah.
This has been one of his go-to heroes for quite a while because he likes playing kind of, well, balls deep. Likes going up to your tier 2 tower and knocking on the door with no one else around and having a replicate to get out to. And the playstyle that he uses with the Morphling really takes advantage of that.
It's like a Slark to some degree.
It definitely is.
I'm gonna push as many openings as I humanly possibly can until I get punished. So pretty much, he's one of those heroes that, oh, he's gonna go for Yules anyway.
Well, it's not too bad, and it does give him a lot of farming potential. And he's gonna actually end up falling to the Queen of Pain. Did use her ult there. Dolce on the run here will at least get a rocket off and take Lion down with him. So, a trade there. Dolce getting XP for it. Lion not getting anything.
Yeah, but it's twice in a row that that Clockwork is trading himself for supports, which is less than ideal. So, I mean...
He really needs his Blade Mail.
Yeah, he definitely needs, and even then, he's like, well, he's already way too low. I mean, also a good idea for the, I guess, the use, it would be just to cancel someone else getting jumped in by the Bad Rider, but that's about, I'm sorry, that's about it. I mean...
Yeah.
What, you're gonna set up the Morphling for this? I mean, it's a good way to pop the Lincolns, I guess, but
it's also to interrupt TPs, because they do not have that many stuns, and Shadow Fiend definitely doesn't have a stun at the moment, so...
They're actually running quite low on stuns. Well, not really, but there's always room for more stuns, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I feel actually that Yules would be way better in the hands of CNB, to be completely honest. You know, just stopping the Witch Doctor particularly, and also setting up the Bristleback, or just timing him out. You know, just like get a Yules and take a breather while we kill all your friends. You know, I feel like CNB should be the ones who actually are looking for our Yules, but at the same time they do need the mobility items first, so they need the 4 stuff on Ned. They need probably the Blink on Alemao. Well, he doesn't need it, but it's gonna be really good for him, as well as the Blink Dagger onto Jublu. So, yeah, I could see actually, I would recommend a lot of Yules into the CNB side of things. Actually,
yeah,
it's quite interesting to say considering that there's a Shadow Fiend, but I feel like it makes sense.
They also, though, already have the Disruption for Shadow Demon. They'll actually be going on RJ Mad right now. He's dishing out a few Quill Sprays, but it's not going to be quite enough, as Ned takes him down anyway. And Klotz is going for the Lincoln Sphere. I, personally, don't care for Lincolns up against Bristleback. I think that it's somewhat useless. I don't know if you caught my Medusa game that I was playing earlier, but they said, oh, get Lincolns, Medusa, get Lincolns. And I'm like, Bristleback has a spell called Viscous Nasogoo that is on a 1.5 second cooldown.
Yeah.
And that'll pop my Lincolns. I do not see the point, you know?
I mean, for Morphling, it's just so many. He has so much stats for him that I guess that's the reasoning for it.
Oh, hook shot in on Bat Rider. He's gonna get out of the cogs though. And what? Fullback. Okay, Fullback had a panic ult over there. Shadow Fiend does at least get the tower, and it looks like they're going to get away with that much, but Fullback getting dragged back, and he's going to go down. He would have got Echo Slam off anyway, but it's a little unfortunate that he went ahead and popped it there. Queen of Pain looking for an Orchid as well, so. And this is something else. Okay, you can see that Queen of Pain with the Orchid, you'll be able to purge the silence with Yules on yourself as Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, that's also a good point. I guess it's a really good for dealing with Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I guess the Lincolns would be kind of good versus the, well, not really versus the Yules, just to avoid any setups. But at the same time, it's like, well, actually trading up a Yules for a Lincolns, I feel like it's a better trade for that one who carries the Lincolns most of the time. Bottom lane.
Yeah, I think you can definitely say that.
Oof.
Yeah, the tower ends up going down, and not much they can do about it. Isurus sitting at not the best position. CNB with about a 6k gold lead. Only about a 2,000, or a 6k experience lead, excuse me. Only about a 2k net worth lead. And Bristleback is actually going to be the one to go for the mech. Interestingly enough. How do you like to set him on Bristleback, Rupture?
Mech on Bristleback? It's a good item for him. I feel like Bristleback is one of those heroes that has a lot of int gain per level. so he
Okay.
he can take use of it. Most of it, especially the armor in the region, is really good. The problem is the timing, I guess.
Okay,
yeah.
yep. He goes in with the blink, and he times it perfectly. You have to hand it to DDX there. He mistimes this at all, and he misses his kill most of the time. Nice play by Klotz there. Canceling the TP just to waveform out, because he would have been dead there otherwise. Just knowing it's not worth giving up his life for it.
Yeah. But yeah, DDX had to pretty much do that combo to the perfection, like totally flawlessly. Otherwise, he wouldn't never got the kill because he's like, well, I disrupt myself and there you go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, Cloud's actually doing quick replicant scouting, so that's pretty good. But actually pick him up though.
No, he's got the waveform to get out of there, so he'll be okay.
I mean, pick it up like literally pick him up on the air with a Yule Scepter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Could see that one coming out.
Let's see. Alemao actually farming a little bit of experience. He's really close to a Blink Dagger, which 17 minutes for a position 4. Not bad timing. But going back again into the Bristleback, I think that this Bristle could have got the mech like 3 to 5 minutes earlier. Because I feel like the threats were okay, but I think that you could have delayed them a little bit more in order to just get the rush mech. Just because it's that the earlier you get it, the more impact it's gonna do.
Yeah.
At the same time, Bristleback, in this particular game, I don't feel like it's the best pick to actually get him a mech, just because there is a lion on the other side of the team, so he could just start mana draining you, and you're pretty much a glorified creep. So, I mean, it makes sense in a vacuum, but versus a lion, I'm not completely sold.
Yeah.
At the same time, who else are you gonna build it onto? Like DDX? Well, he's going for full mobility, so that's not gonna happen.
But it'll kind of help him tank up by proxy, and it's sort of like a Vanguard in the way that it will help you tank up. It'll help your team a little bit because, well, you'll still be alive for one thing. And actually, whoa, a lot of hate ults. 3, in fact, thrown out on the Bristleback there. I mean, he was dead before the ship even sank.
I feel that's a questionable TP at best. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you're a Bristleback, but dude, there are like 4 guys on top. You don't mess with CNB like this. You know who these 4 guys are? I mean, are you serious, bro? That's no, that was a little bit too ambitious. At least TPing like here, like
yeah.
No. You needed to like TP on the at least on the
or back here somewhere.
Yeah, around
theoretically there. Back here, but you can't. So
yeah, I mean something along those lines, at least between the trees, and then you know get some footing just to know where the hell they are, and at least give yourself a time to just turn your back into them, so you can mitigate some of the damage. But just head on face, full head honcho, no, that's not gonna work, bro.
Smoke actually coming out for Jubilee and Almao. So they're going to look for the rotation around here. And might be able to find it. Nadara is a bit alone. He does have a medallion, which is an item you rarely see witch doctors pick up. But actually, it makes a lot of sense. Armor reduction works with this ult. So if you can get it off and...
I mean, if you have the mechanics for it, it's really good. And also remember that the passive of the medallion is pretty good on Witch Doctor because you're already squishy as hell.
Yeah.
So you need to grab anything you can.
Oh,
nice.
That's what I was talking about, though. Cool. You're gonna use me, bro? Well, let me just silence you. And then what you gonna do? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, this time it was the silence, but honestly, the plan I think it was just to Jubilee to cancel it with the lasso. Yeah. So even if he manages to do the perfect combo, it's like, well, no lasso. Even a flame break would have worked as well, but the lasso's the more.
Oh, Dolce.
Yes. Oh, whoa! The cask is doing actually some extra work, but net good reaction. And now, Dulce, you are not so sweet now. So
It was a nice movement from him, but actually, Jubilee blinking forward, looking for something. Echo Slam going to connect this time, and they'll manage to find a trade. So, turns out this tri-lane still holds some weight moving into the mid-game here.
Yeah. That was
we're well into the mid-game, but you got it.
Ambitious from Jubilee.
Yeah.
I think that was a Bambo moment if I ever saw one. It's like, well, what are you really trying to do, bro? There's a shaker on the other side of the... There's a shaker on the other team, dude. It's like, nah, that's not gonna happen. Even
don't worry, team. I got this. I got this.
Yeah, I know.
Not quite.
This is like Sapphire Bambo kind of moves, and that's... I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I don't even know what was the plan going up there. It's like, well, you're gonna get that Queen of Pain to follow you up, or what? I mean, they're all way behind, so.
Morphling's sitting about 1300 to his E-Blade as well, and that's going to be big against this team. Taking out the Witch Doctor, taking out the Shadow Fiend even.
And Ned, oh, he's the perfect bait. Nice! They actually managed to get the Hex on DDX, and now Disruption, Soul Catcher.
And they even purge off the DD. He tries to throw out some raises, but it won't be quite enough. Thyros Courier does get killed. Queen of Pain actually finding Dolce on the other side of the map.
Yeah. This hasn't been
Wait a second.
Game on this Clockwork. It really hasn't.
Dolce has a Glove of Haste. Just kind of randomly. Is this a Midas? Is this a Maelstrom?
Has to be a Recovery Midas.
Next level Maelstrom pickup on Clockwork. Dude, it's so good because it's bad.
I mean, if you're ahead, a Maelstrom is not horrible. Well, not a Maelstrom, a Mjolnir particularly.
Yeah.
Would kind of good.
But there's so many better things for Clockwork. Shivas, Ags,
Scepter,
Shivas, Ags, Shivas,
Hex,
BKB, Shivas, Ags. I mean, yeah. Scepter.
Scepter 10 times.
You know that
Scepter.
that intelligence armor item that's so good. The Shivas. Oh, but nice lasso onto DDX. They throw out the Echo Slam nonetheless. Now, they'll actually pick off one. Quest could be going down as well, but he'll be able to blink out. They actually do get rid of DDX, though. On the other side of the fight, Jubilee not even really phased by the slow or the damage reduction. Quest looking for something here. Will BKB up and turn around, but it's not going to be quite enough to bring him down just yet as they take down Nadara. Jubilee with a double kill now as Dolce's in a lot of trouble. He'll be going down, too.
Jubilee, well, he's going to be the collateral, though.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-3 trade, but still, it definitely favors CNB at this point. Because Klotz is still free farming. He's got his shotgun on the way right now.
And should be around being about now.
Yep.
There we go.
Not that he needs it to push this tower, but it's an incredibly good item on Morphling. I was able to kind of rush one the other day when I played Morph, and it's just a really solid item.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to stack enough agility onto Morphling under the 30-minute mark, you're pretty much king of the whole map.
Oh, and he gets the kill on the tower. Shadow Fiend sitting on 200 HP, but Morphling's already long gone at this point, and you can't really blame him. I love the way Klotz plays Morphling. He'll replicate someone and then put them in a position to farm, so that as soon as he presses R, he's right back to farming. There's no interrupt in there, and he also hasn't died yet, keep in mind. 14k net worth, Quap in second place with about 12k, and everyone else behind that.
Alamo doesn't give a hell, man. He doesn't give any fucks about this Clockwork. This is when you know you're in a really bad position as a Clockwork. When you're initiating on an enemy support and he doesn't give a damn. That's when you're like, okay.
Hi, I am Lion and you can't kill me. Yeah. And Lion is one of those supports that you'd think, okay, Clockwork can kill him pretty easy. I don't believe Hex even turns off Battery Assault.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yeah, so he shouldn't have a problem, but Lion's just like, don't worry guys, I'm fine. I got this. He's actually almost got a Force Staff and a Blink on Lion at 25 minutes. Putting Ned more into the 5 role, but...
There goes the smoke. Oh! Pulled back.
Nice Blink away from him. And I'm pretty sure that was just a fast reaction. But actually, Queen of Pain coming in here, silencing him up. I'm not sure the TP was the right move here, as he'll be going down anyway. Quest on a mega kill streak. And showing himself to be a pretty decent stand-in.
Yeah. Speaking of standings, Bristleback on the other hand, RJ Mad, has a BKB, so even though he's 5th on the network chart, he's keeping up with the farm just fine.
And Bristle is one of those heroes that does pretty well with net worth, but if he doesn't have much, he'll be alright. He can still recover.
As long as he has, like, good mana pool, or good mana region, or of some description, which in this case is a bottle, he can do a lot of work. Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of doing a lot of work, well, Dulce... Dulce Maria. Dulce Mania, actually. Oh, I thought it was the name of a girl, but that's actually, like, Sweet Fever.
Yeah.
So, okay. So he likes sweet things. Oh, quest.
Oh no!
Disruption!
That disruption was too perfect! And Klotz finds the kill. He doesn't have a replicate out, which is a bit surprising. He'll make a clone of Nadara, which is currently being completely ignored on this end. Quest now with the BKB up. Nadara is starting to drop.
Yeah,
he'll fall. Yeah. And just TPing out. RJ Mad's just like, dude, I don't even... What? There was a Morphling behind me? I don't even realize. I'm getting something here. But I don't know that he is. Oh, Dolce's back, so somebody's gonna die. And it'll be RJ Mad. Can they pick off Dolce? Yeah, I think they can. If they really want to. Dolce just hanging around the top of that cliff there, playing with fire a little bit.
I'm actually kind of confused why CNB didn't just follow up and kill the Clockwork as well.
I feel like they were a little scared too, because if you unload all your burst on him, he just pops Blade Mail and really turns it around on you nicely.
Well, they had the time to just start, throwing a Shadow Strike and just to start stacking damage slowly. So, I mean, pretty much how they have been doing with him. Like, okay, I purge him with I start doing damage with the Shadow Demon, and then the Bad Rider does extra damage on top of him, and then the Lion, pretty much waits for the Blade to go off and then just finger his face.
Yeah.
That's weird. So kinky. Anyway, I guess it's more because there were low respawn timers on the rest of Isurus, but at the same time, it's like I think you guys had an opening for this. Still, they're gonna respect a little bit the Clockwork here and there, even though he's getting shut down hard. I mean, he can turn it around. He can make time, if anything.
I'd be really surprised at this point if he does go for the Midas. As much as they need right now, they need to get something that's instant. And Quest, I'm gonna go ahead and BKB up. Already sitting on a level 2 Necrobook. Will actually retreat. A little bit of a shame for him, because that BKB is going to be wasted, but...
Well, Alemao has
dear.
different things in mind. Ooh, good disengage.
Oh, and Clockwork coming back in. He will be Blade Mailed up for a second here. Alemao may be going down. Yep, Bristleback will actually find the kill there. Dolce gets Force Staff forward, and they're looking for Ned. They'll be able to find Ned pretty easily. So basically a 2-man pick off Queen of Pain on the run.
And there's a gem on the ground.
Oh, Quap will make it. Where's the gem?
Nope, RJ Mad is sitting literally next to it.
Oh, he figured it out. Yeah, he had to drop his TP. But meanwhile, Morphling, I mean, he takes an Aegis. He had that dire Alpha Wolf with the pack leader Zara. Shadowfiend finding a kill on Jubilee. And there's their Midas for Clockwork.
And in the meantime... See,
oh, by the way, at your racks.
Yes.
Ow.
Exactly. Ooh, nice echo.
Oh, it won't be enough. But the Aegis. He has an Aegis. He doesn't have a replicate to get out right now, but he can clone someone. I'm a little surprised he hasn't. There we go. Well, actually just turn around and man fight the Shadow Fiend with his own damage. The E-Blade comes forward. Since it's a projectile, SF can dodge it, but a little bit of physical damage should be able to turn it around. They'll actually bring in the rest of the team here. Nice waveform out from Klotz. He'll turn around on fullback, looking for a little more damage, and a couple right clicks will do the job. Quest on a monster kill streak now as he takes down the Earthshaker somehow, because he is actually in this fight. A double kill as he throws out the ult, cleans up most of the creep wave, and the Bristleback as well. Dolce Mania going down as well, and it looks like it may just be GG for CNB.
Holy crap.
Isurus, I don't see what they do to come back at this point.
Have you seen how efficient Klutz was?
Oh yeah.
The whole team fight bottom happened, and he took Roche and immediately pushed to tier 3. Like, are you serious? Wow, yeah, just GG out of this, man.
Yeah.
Hot damn. Klutz pretty good. Good unit. Good unit. Klutz pretty good unit.
Yeah.
That's fucking thing, man.
Klotz OP, please nerf. I mean, when he gets his hands on something like Morphling that he's really comfortable with, we really see him explode. So, yeah. I mean, there's a joke in chat right now that, oh, well, they're like 7th-tier teams. Well, I mean, look at Klotz. 4-0-8, sitting on 14 fantasy points. Not that that's a real stat, but he earned them, let's be honest. 683 GPM. Isurus not looking so hot. Their draft didn't make as much sense to me. And I feel like CNB worked around it really well. Anyways, it's Truesight TV with SP Revolution 5 and a Rupture with a 3 instead of an E on the end. Those are our Twitter handles, so find us at Truesight TV, at SP Revolution 5, and at Rupture with a 3 instead of an E on the end. And we appreciate your viewership, and we'll be back with game number 2 in just a moment, folks. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good one.